Brett Young on our iHeart Country album release party, y'all, for his latest Across the Sheets. I'm your host, Brooke Taylor. Brett, congratulations.
I missed you.
I missed you too. I know we just saw each other at CMA Fest.
I know, but we have to stop making it just about events.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, though. We got kids the same age. They got to start playing all that fun stuff.
We were talking about the terrible twos earlier.
Oh, it's so bad, the terrible twos. Anybody else in the audience got some terrible twos in the house? Yeah. Anyway, if you're listening to us right now, you're posting on social media, use that hashtag #IHeartBrettYoung. But y'all, Across the Sheets is here, and I love that it kind of stemmed from some lyrics in your songs that kind of like happened by accident. Tell us that story.
Yeah, I mean, every time we make a record, we sit down as a group, you know. I don't just pick the songs I want to put on the record, because if we just let me pick all the time, you guys will get like a million of the same song. I'm like everybody else. I gravitate towards like one thing. And so we sit down and we calculate, like, you know, we have heartbroken fans, and we have fans that are falling in love for the first time, and fans that have been in love for a really long time. And so we do this whole thing, and when we picked the songs to this record, we noticed two of them had this lyric, Across the Sheets. And it's not that odd, because I wrote it both times. I just didn't realize I had done it twice. As I started considering that being the album title, I wanted to think about what that meant to me, and what it means to me is not quite as sexy as it might sound.
Yeah.
It's more romantic. It's a person you want to wake up next to. And, you know, my 4-year-old daughter, she's almost 4. If she has like a rough night, she sleeps in our bed, the first thing she does when she wakes up, she doesn't look, she just goes
reaches
to see if we're there. Yeah, she reaches.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's marriage too. That's the person that you wake up next to every day. And so I thought it transcended the whole family dynamic, and it felt really romantic and sweet to me.
I love that you said your kids and kind of brought them into the conversation, because this new song, Dance With You, and the music video, are you kidding? If you haven't seen it yet, it is the sweetest little family thing ever. Tell us how special that was for you.
So special. I mean, the music video has our wedding playing in the background, and then my wife and my daughters dancing in front of it. And we filmed it in Palm Springs, where we got married. And Presley was in the music video for Lady during COVID, because we didn't have an option. And it was her song, but still, Rowan hadn't got to be in a video yet. So we just shoved the whole family in there, and there was no choreography at all. If you watch it, you can tell. They would have danced, if the song was 45 minutes long, they would have wanted more. So imagine a 3-minute song. They were not done. And when you watch it, you can see, but it was really fun for us.
It is such a sweet video. And I love this sweet moment of you and a cover that you do on this album from Tim McGraw, and kind of the moment that made you kind of fall in love with country music. Tell us a little snippet of that story.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up here in Southern California, and for anybody that's, I lived here in LA for 10 years, but I grew up in Orange County, so I've been here for most of my life. And I've only been in Nashville for the last 10 years. So growing up in the 90s, we had one country station that barely came through in Orange County. Like, it was crackly. You remember the days. But one day I turned on country radio, kind of by accident. That's a longer story. And I heard this song, and I fell in love with the storytelling and the songwriting. And even at a young age, it connected with me so much that I started listening to that crackly country radio station all the time. And I fell in love with tons of other artists, and that became kind of my go-to genre. And it's coming up on 30 years ago. It was Tim McGraw, Don't Take the Girl. So I had to record that for the new record, since we're coming up on a 30-year anniversary, you know.